customer was coming to you requesting support?
Sure. So all we have to do is look at what's been happening over the last few years around breaches. They've continued to get larger in size and scope, and they are becoming increasingly expensive materially to organizations. We have breaches that are reaching $1 billion in size. These are unfunded events for companies. And quite frankly, it has become such a concern and so scary for organizations that we need to start doing things a little differently. Now, for those that are in the security space, we've spent a ton of time and effort focusing on perimeter-based and network-based security controls. And those are absolutely critical to what we do. But I think we've missed something. And what we've missed is that the bad guys are smart. They are getting inside of our networks. Look at every one of those major breaches. Target, Home Depot, Anthem, the list goes on and on and on. All of them had a ton of security products and controls in place. But yet the bad guys were still able to get into our networks and our systems. So why was that? Well, the predominant method of attack is a phishing attack. They send a specific email to a critical user within our environment. Usually they're a system admin or they're a database administrator, because those people have access to virtually all the important information in our companies. And when they do that and they get inside of our networks, they look perimeter-based and network-based security controls haven't always delivered the promise that we hope for protecting our organizations. So I maintain that we need to not only do those things, because you absolutely do, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do those, but we need to start shifting our focus a little bit from just the network and the perimeter to also focusing on putting controls around the data itself. Because it's really the data that the bad guys want. They know where it is. Guess where it is? It happens to be predominantly in our databases. They don't want to go hunting and pecking over millions or tens of millions or hundreds of millions of files. They want to go after the one source that has the vast majority of the information, and that tends to be our databases. So we need to start thinking about how do we start protecting all of that critical information that is inside our databases, and not just perimeter and network-based security controls.
James, I'd like you to follow on.
I think that, is this on?
Yeah. Hopefully soon. Yeah.
Okay, good. Oracle Gas is the database.
Oh, like I said, you need the other stuff too.